Have you ever felt that your life follows a different current, a path that moves to a rhythm not everyone can hear? This isn't about destiny choosing you, but about your awareness expanding to meet your journey. If you sense this subtle divergence, it signifies a walk toward a more profound understanding, a purpose that unfolds from within. We will now explore 8 signals of this awakening. As we walk through each one, observe your own life not with judgment, but with gentle curiosity. You may see your own reflection in these observations. I invite you to declare your journey's start. Type, "My path unfolds with purpose," in the comments below to affirm your intention. Let us now begin. The first signal, meaningful connections in time. Let us begin with the most profound observation, meaningful connections that appear to defy chance. These are not mere coincidences, but reflections of an inner alignment with the outer world. For one who is walking a path of awareness, these moments manifest with a quiet frequency, fostering a sense of deep connection to the flow of life itself. You may hold a thought of a person you have not connected with in a long time, only to have them reach out to you in that same hour. Or a single, potent idea appears in a book, in a conversation, and in nature, all within a single day, guiding you towards a realization. The significance is not in the event itself, but in the message it mirrors back to you. These connections act as gentle reminders from life, illuminating the next step on your path. They are like a trail of markers on a mountain pass, left by the landscape itself, showing the way toward a clearer view and a deeper sense of direction. Should you notice these profound alignments happening in your life, it may indicate your own growing harmony with a greater rhythm. The second signal, a deep state of perception. Our second signal is a capacity for profound perception, often felt as a deep empathy. This state extends beyond a simple kindness or sympathy for others. A person on this path often experiences the emotional state of another on a visceral level. You might feel the unspoken joy or sorrow in a room, as if it were a tangible current in the air. This can feel difficult at times, particularly in dense crowds or highly charged environments where many currents converge. You might enter a space and immediately sense the underlying harmony or discord that words fail to express. This profound perception is not limited to people. You may feel a powerful bond with the natural world, with animals or trees, sensing their state of being in a way that is hard to explain. Yet, this sensitivity requires practice. You may find it challenging to distinguish your own inner stillness from the waves you perceive from others. It might require you to seek silence after interactions, to find your own center once more. With time and conscious grounding, however, this capacity for perception becomes a great gift for insight and healing. It allows you to connect with others from a space of true understanding, becoming a quiet harbor of compassion in a world that is often in motion. The third signal, dreams that carry deep insight. The world of sleep can be a source of profound wisdom, which brings us to the third signal, dreams that carry deep and lasting insight. These are not the fleeting images of a mind at rest. They are experiences, rich with detail and layered with symbolic meaning, that stay with you long after you awaken. You might find yourself rising in the morning with the distinct feeling of having journeyed somewhere significant. Often, these dreams offer a new perspective on a challenge you face. You may dream of a place you have not yet seen, only to find yourself there months later, with a powerful sense of knowing. Or you could have a symbolic dream, a conversation with an elder, that illuminates an answer you have been seeking. Those on a path of awareness often speak of dreams that feel as real as this waking life. Within them, you may find a clarity or a sense of peace that you carry with you into your day. These dreams do not always speak plainly. They use the language of symbols and feelings, asking for our quiet reflection to understand their message. You might dream of a vast ocean, which could mirror a state of deep peace you are about to enter. Or you may dream of climbing a mountain, symbolizing a great personal effort that will lead to a new vista. For those on this path, dreams are a bridge to a deeper aspect of the self. They are a wellspring of guidance and inspiration. If you find the landscape of your dreams growing more vivid, it may be a signal of your own inner world opening. The fourth signal, a dialogue with your deeper self. The fourth signal guides us to one of the most personal aspects of this journey, the cultivation of a dialogue with your deeper self, your inner wisdom. This is not an external voice, but the quiet, intuitive knowing that arises from a still mind. As one on this path, you might first begin to notice a sense of presence, a feeling of steady guidance that assures you that you are on the right course. With practice, this feeling may clarify into direct insights. These moments of wisdom can arrive in many forms, as a sudden thought of great clarity that is not born from your usual pattern of thinking, as a powerful visual that arises during meditation, or even as a physical feeling of certainty that guides you. You may find this inner wisdom has different textures. Sometimes it is firm and grounding, other times it is gentle and expansive, appearing when needed for the challenges you face. This connection is cultivated slowly. You may begin by asking a question into the silence and learning to listen for the subtle answers. As your trust in this process grows, the communication becomes more fluid, offering insights on your life's direction. A person who cultivates this connection often becomes a source of quiet strength for others, not because they have all the answers, but because they have learned to listen to a source of wisdom that is available to all. This dialogue is a practice of trust. Your inner wisdom is here to illuminate your journey, not to control it. If these explorations of inner experience resonate with the quiet stirrings in your own life, it may be that you have found a space for shared understanding. This path of awareness is walked individually, but we do not have to walk it alone. I invite you to join this community on its journey of discovery by subscribing, and if you feel so called, to share this with others who may also be seeking. The fifth signal, perceiving life's energy. Let us now explore the fifth signal, an experience that can be subtle yet profound, the ability to perceive the energy of life that flows through all things. This is not about seeing colorful lights, but rather an intuitive sensing of the energetic state of another being. If you walk this path, you may begin to sense the energetic signature of people, plants, and places. These are not visual impressions but felt senses, reflecting the emotional and vital state of what you are observing. At first, you might question these feelings, wondering if they are just your imagination. But as the sensations become more consistent, you start to recognize their truth. You might feel a vibrant, a clear energy from those who are at peace within themselves, or a dense, heavy quality from those carrying great burdens. This perception develops with stillness. You may begin by simply feeling the atmosphere in a room. With practice and an open mind, this sense can become more refined. Some describe this as feeling a field of warmth around a person, while others experience it as a subtle hum or vibration. This ability is a pathway to deeper understanding. It offers clear insight into the well-being of those around you and can be a powerful guide for offering compassion. However, it also asks for discipline, as being in crowded places can feel like standing in a sea of countless energies. If you find yourself sensing the world in this way, remember to return to your own center, to the stillness within, so you can observe without becoming lost. The sixth signal, the body's response to awareness. Our sixth signal draws our attention to the physical body and how it responds to shifts in our inner state. A person on this path of awareness often notices subtle physical sensations that do not arise from an external source. You might feel a gentle warmth spreading through your hands as you sit in quiet contemplation, or a light tingling at the crown of your head when a deep realization occurs. You might experience a sensation of pressure in the space between the eyebrows during meditation. These physical feelings are not random. They are markers of energy responding to your state of awareness. For example, a tremor of energy moving up the spine may signify a release of old patterns, while warmth in the hands can indicate a developing capacity to bring comfort and balance. You may also feel sudden chills, not from cold, but as a confirmation when you hear a profound truth spoken. Some describe a feeling like a gentle electrical current moving through the body during moments of deep insight. These sensations can be very subtle or quite distinct, brief or lingering. They can happen during quiet practice or in the middle of your daily activities. What they share is a connection to a moment of spiritual significance. It is important to approach these sensations with curiosity, not fear. Your body is communicating its alignment with your expanding awareness. These feelings are the body's language, affirming your inner experiences and guiding you toward a more unified state of being. The seventh signal, patterns of awareness. As we arrive at the seventh signal, we turn to the world of patterns and the meaning our attention gives them. A person on this path often begins to notice recurring sequences of numbers in their daily life. You might find yourself glancing at a clock at the very moment it reads 1:11, or seeing the number 444 appear on street signs, on documents, and in other unexpected places. These moments are not necessarily messages sent from an outside force, but rather a reflection of your own heightened state of presence. Each numerical pattern holds a certain vibration, an archetypal meaning that different traditions have studied. For example, a sequence of ones often represents new beginnings, while a sequence of fours can symbolize stability and grounding. As you walk your path, you may notice that certain patterns appear to you with greater frequency, serving as mirrors for the themes you are currently navigating in your life. These patterns often appear during significant junctures, perhaps just before you are about to make an important choice, or during periods when you feel uncertain. They act as gentle affirmations that you are engaged with the present moment, inviting you to pay closer attention to your thoughts and your surroundings. With time, you may develop an intuitive feeling for what these patterns reflect. The true meaning lies not just in seeing the numbers, but in the moment of pause and recognition they create. It is about acknowledging the conversation between your awareness and the world around you. If you find yourself noticing these repeating patterns, consider it an invitation to look more deeply into the present moment and the guidance it holds. The eighth signal, a profound bond with nature. Our final signal returns us to our origin, to the earth itself. A person on a path of awareness often feels a profound, almost inseparable bond with the natural world. This is more than a simple enjoyment of being outdoors. You may feel a tangible sense of vitality and clarity when surrounded by trees, water, or mountains. You might have a sense that the elements themselves communicate in a quiet, non-verbal language. You may find you have a sensitivity to the subtle shifts in the environment, feeling the coming rain or sensing the health of the living things around you. This deep bond with nature often gives rise to a powerful feeling of stewardship for the planet. You might feel a sense of personal pain when you see the natural world harmed, and a strong pull to protect and restore it. Those who feel this connection often share stories of peaceful encounters in nature. Animals may seem at ease in your presence, or you may find that simply placing your hands on the earth feels deeply grounding and centering. This bond also naturally infuses one's spiritual practice. You may discover that your periods of quiet reflection are far more potent when practiced in a natural setting. Objects from nature, a smooth stone, a fallen leaf, a piece of wood, may become important tools for focusing your intention. This profound connection to the earth serves as a constant reminder of our place within the web of life, grounding our spiritual journey in the here and now. Not everyone who walks this path will encounter all of these signals, and their presence is not what defines the journey. They are simply markers, invitations from life to explore your own potential for awareness. If many of these observations have felt true to you, take a quiet moment to consider what this means for your path. How can you honor these states of perception? How might you use them to bring more peace into your life and the lives of others? Now, I invite you once more to reflect. Which of these signals has mirrored your own experience? If you have ever felt that this journey can be both illuminating and demanding, know that this is entirely natural. Awakening to a deeper awareness is a process. Be patient with yourself as you learn to navigate this path. Your spiritual journey is yours alone. Trust your own deep wisdom, remain open to what life brings, and know that you have the strength to walk this path. You are precisely where you need to be. Thank you for walking this path of exploration with me today. If you have found value in these words, please consider liking this video and sharing it to support more reflections like this. To continue on this path of self-discovery, consider subscribing as a quiet commitment to your own growth. Until we meet again, may your journey be filled with clarity and peace.